Perfect.
Hi everyone, how you doing? It's me, Bellashaheed, and I'm here with you with another little kind of unconcealed situation in quarantine. Today I've got my brother with me, Ziad Kay. And stop. The runway.
Don't I get a runway?
We haven't got that editing, so we can't
I
do
thought I was on Droopauls track.
Droopauls drag race, you know. As we are in quarantine and we live together, I thought, why not bring the bro on camera and discuss my journey in drag. So today we're going to be talking about what my brother likes to call the foundation of it all.
I gave him that. I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You
Foundation
gave me that idea.
Have you used it?
Well, today's the day. We'll use it. And then we'll just have a little giggle and squiggle. Before we get into it, let's talk a little bit more about Ziad. So Ziad, tell us who you are.
I am born and raised in London, Brixton. I always start my introductions with those. I was born and raised in London, Brixton. I still live here to this day on the same road. I am a brother, an uncle, a feeder,
Wow. Triple threat over here, babe.
A musician. I write songs. I sing songs.
Yep.
You know. So yeah, and
this is the talent of the family.
Yeah, literally. There's no one else but us that sings and dances
It's
that we
true.
know of.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of people within our family that we have either come across or haven't.
We've actually not met, like, half of our family we haven't met.
No, yeah.
Like the side of in America that we haven't even got to know. So we don't even know what talents they have and who they are.
Yeah.
You know, so I think for us, because, you know, you started off dancing, and I've always kind of been into music. We've always been known as the creative ones or the ones that are more out there, but you know, who's to say that other people in our family aren't? We just don't know them.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
I haven't come across them, maybe. Yeah. Well, saying that you are a singer, Ziad's recent EP has just come out. You can stream it on Spotify and buy it on iTunes. So this is all you have to do is put on another tab or get your Spotify up, search Ziad Kay, Kay, and you'll have access and listen to his fabulous EP. I'll also put a link below just so you guys can get a little listen and tell your friends, families and queens. Yeah?
Oh, you do that for me.
So anyway, so I started drag around maybe the end of 2018. So, oh wait, no, is that right?
The end of 2018.
No, maybe it was
2019. I think it was before. You started maybe. You started kind of. It's 2017 that you started, but I think for you, it was always in a process. Like in my head, I always knew that you were working towards something. I didn't exactly know what it is you wanted to do,
right?
Or who you were going to be, or who you wanted to be,
right?
But I've always kind of, you know, just through conversations, little Amazon packages that he would get. That I was like, oh, what's in there? And he's like, oh, it's, you know, makeup or, you know, what have you. So it's been quite a while. It's taken you a long time to get to where you are now. So perhaps I'd say performing and going out has been the last year.
Last year, probably less actually. Maybe like the past 6 months, I have actively been doing shows or been involved in like little gigs and stuff, and being out in the public in drag, I guess. But the process, I would say, I think it's been at least 2 years or maybe a year and a half. And you've seen me from when like I drew on my first brow, when like just finding the face really. So how was that for you? Like you've seen Bella grow. How was that?
I've seen Bella grow.
Yeah.
Do you know what? As I've always thought that you've always had a good head on your shoulders. So you never do things by halves and you never rush into things. So even if at first I thought that Bella looked slightly whack, I knew that it wasn't going to last long.
Right.
Because it was, you know, I get the privilege of seeing what other people don't see.
Yeah.
But you being my brother and sister Bella, you were like, I don't give a crap, I'm going to post it anyway. You
Yeah.
know? But I saw your work when you first started and what you were trying to do. And it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time for people to figure out, like to kind of create Bella. It was inevitably going to take a lot of time.
Yeah.
And you're still discovering Bella now in like every time you put on your foundation, every time you put on a lash, you're figuring out who you want to be and, like how you want the world to see you. I think it was liberating and very liberating for you and for me because you live your life in such a way that it encourages other people to do so. If you see me copying your hairstyle, you've liberated me. It's not copying, I stole your style.
Whatever.
Right?
But why did you keep bringing it up? Why did you keep bringing the past up?
Oh my gosh, honestly, you can't grow a fingernail. He's like, oh, you're copying my fingernails now. I'm like, it just grows naturally, joking. But it is liberating. It was liberating. But deep down, I knew that the start of where you started it was just the seed that is growing now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say definitely liberating, encouraging, and it was beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. It was.
So you saw my first performance, which was like my first public performance was at a showing of Drag Race.
Yes.
And
was that your first one?
I would say, yeah, that was my first one. Okay, so before we did like a dance performance in drag, I would say that was different because I had dancers with me and I didn't have to lip sync and dance. So I was just dancing something that I've choreographed and put on stage in front of my peers who I've known in the dance industry. So I would always say my first public performance in full drag was the showing of I think it was the finale of UK Drag Race. Finale of UK Drag Race in Ealing.
It was. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the pub.
It was
that's not good.
It was hosted by Aiden Orange, and who was a friend of mine, and that was really nerve-wracking for me because even though I've been doing drag, I haven't been out in drag, so still even walking around in public is still a bit iffy for me. But how was that for you watching? What did you think?
Oh, I smiled from ear to ear for me, and I know that there were a few of us there who came out to support you, and it was, I've seen you dance. So I've seen you dance on stage, and I've seen you choreograph. I've been in your lessons.
Yeah.
I think what stood out is you commanded a different energy than you did when you are Tariq.
Yeah.
When you are Tariq or Tariq.
I know for all the Arabs out there. Hey?
You commanded a different attention, and to me that is crucial because you don't want to be Tariq the choreographer in a week. You want to be Bella in a show. And I think I've told you that before.
Yeah.
Because, and one thing for me is always to kind of be honest with you in terms of if I don't think something is right, or if I feel like maybe you need to kind of review what you're doing or how you're doing it, is because as an audience you see things that you may not be privy to. And amongst all the nerves that you have, the support is always there, but there's always positive feedback that you can give. Yeah. And I think that day was, it was Bella and you were performing as Bella.
Yeah.
So that was a really proud moment, and it was lovely. Yeah, it was lovely. Don't touch me. It was lovely.
Why are you not social distancing? Can you
move away in it?
That's really sweet. We also went through tons of names trying to find out which one was the best one for me. I'm trying to remember a few ones before I kind of set to Bellashaheed. But
which one was it?
I had one that was sugar something and
sugar.
I'm trying to remember.
No, I can't remember any of them. But that's good because that means Bellashaheed was the one. Because if you probably did remember them, you would have been like, oh my gosh, maybe I should have gone with that. Maybe I should have gone with that. The fact that you don't remember them, it means that they weren't worth it anyway.
I guess so.
There you go. So that's a nice...
Well, okay.
And it suits you as well.
Bellashaheed does suit me. I like Bellashaheed. I think it's got a nice ring to it. It kind of gives it more of a... it's going to sound really bad, but like more of a womanly touch to it. Because like with me, when I do drag, even though it's a different persona, and it is a different persona, I see myself as a woman, I guess. Like I try and put it into that perspective. But because even when I dance and stuff, if I do anything in heels, like as Tarek or whatever, then I would always embrace it and be like, I'm a woman in heels, and have that kind of personality instead of being a guy in heels, because I feel like that kind of changes the whole persona, it changes the whole way you dance. So I always feel like once I put the makeup on and the wig on, Bellashaheed is born, and it's like this new woman in your face kind of thing.
But is that not how you're supposed to feel? Or is that what you want to feel?
Well, I mean, yeah, that is what I would like to feel, but I feel like everyone has a different thought of drag and what drag is, and there's so many different umbrellas that you can put it into, and there's people who say that they are not drag queens but they're impersonators, or they're a drag impressionist, or a man in a wig. There's cross dressers, so there's totally different umbrellas that you can put it into. But I would say, yeah, I am in drag, but my drag is a woman who I'm impersonating or putting out.
Well, it's essentially it's you.
Yeah,
it's
me.
Your drag, and it is you, because no one can do Bella like you.
Yeah, right.
Unless it's the snatch game when someone does do you like you, but no one can do Bella like you. The same way no one can do Tarek like you.
Yeah.
It's whatever it is in your thought process, whatever is in your heart and in your soul, it's yours. And you owe it to yourself to be true to that. So, and you only have access to that.
Yeah. We
can only see that through how you show it to us.
Yeah.
So how you show you, we can only access what you provide.
Right.
And everyone has that kind of beauty inside of them. And what you've shown us is beautiful. But where you want Bella to go, and how you want her to progress and flourish, only you know. So when you say that's how it's, you think of being a lady in here, you whatever you want to be is the world is your oyster. And it's just for us to kind of appreciate and see, and for you to tell your story. And that's it.
That's it. I always live by be you, be free, be fabulous. Like that's what I tell everyone, and that's what I put out there. And I think that's really important. Like I think everyone needs to be themselves and individuals, and just embrace who you are, no matter what, and no matter what kind of hurdle you go through or what struggle you go through. Always remember that you are yourself, and no one else can be you. And once you fully are aware of that, and you are 100% you, then everything else in the world will just fall into place. I always believe in that. And
definitely. I mean, there are a lot of people trying to be someone else. So, for example, there are a lot of people that want to be like a specific celebrity. But that celebrity that they are trying to be like is trying to be themselves. They're trying to establish themselves. So there is power in just building the foundation of it all. Of everyone. Everyone has the right, and everyone owes it to themselves to build the foundation of it all for themselves. You don't have to be a drag queen. Just you.
That's it.
And you don't know who you're going to find. You don't know who you're going to meet.
No.
You do not know who you're going to meet. You might be surprised at who you meet. You might be surprised at the courage that you have. You might be surprised at the willingness and able to take whatever you want to do further. So when you performed, you didn't know how your performance was going to go. No matter how many times you rehearsed it, you didn't know how it was going to be on the day. Things changed, and you don't know how you're going to feel. But what took you there was my car, but also
very true,
was the car. Which can I just say,
what?
Right, we were supposed to be there at a specific time, and I said, I can't remember the time but Miss Shaheed was late, like about half an hour.
Didn't even start yet.
It don't matter. You've got to be on time to your shows.
I was on time for my show. It didn't begin. They weren't waiting for me.
You had to be there. They weren't waiting for
No,
you.
they weren't. They were
You were
like,
the last queen to come in.
No, it wasn't. I had to think about that. I wasn't the last queen. No, no, it was. I wasn't. There was 3 of us. There was one that was already in there, and so bad I can't remember their names, but there was one already in there, and I went in, and then after I entered, the last queen came in. I was like, hey, and the last queen was the one that lived down the road, so I was on time, considering.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. See what I mean? Diva. But, yeah, but it was your willingness that took you there. And, you know, you went out into the car and you kind of, you know, you did it, you know, you did it. And it was your willingness. So you will take Bella and yourself however far you want to take.
Right.
And that goes for anything. That goes for anything whatsoever. Whatever we do in life is where you want to take it and how far you want to pursue it. And that's important because you've come a long way. You've come a long way of self-discovery.
Thank you so much.
You know,
and that's important. Self-discovery is important. There's a lot of things that we need to find about ourselves before we could preach it to others, I feel, as well. And we all have that journey, and it never stops. Like every year you get older, you discover something new from of yourself, and how you embrace it is how you embrace it.
No, that's true. And you know, I think we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. When we were walking, each one teaches one. So you know, if you have something, you impart wisdom. You don't have to have a degree to impart wisdom. You just have to have lived and experienced, and your experience, whether people choose to take it or not, you know, it's like it's down to them. You know, like when you ask my opinion on things, what, you know, does this look good or what have you? You know, I'm going to give you what I think, but there may be someone else with a different opinion. The ultimate choice is yours. You know, and how you kind of go for it. It's, you know, powerful things. So.
Yeah, well, on that note, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody.
Thank you!
This is, again...
It's my moment of fame, because he don't have me in his videos.
Now you know why.
No, it's not. You don't know me. My name is Ziad Kay, right? So basically... I told him to go to his first Pineapple Studios.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how old was I.
See, your journey goes long. Your journey goes like further than 2017.
Well, yeah, but that's me. Like, we're not talking about
this is you, though.
This is me, but I'm talking about my journey.
It's an extension of you.
It is an extension of me, but this extension didn't arrive until 2 years ago. So, okay, bye. Anyway. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been a pleasure. This is again Ziad Kay. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And until next time, be safe and be safe. No, that's not. Well,
Boris Johnson.
In it.
Be alert.
Be alert. No. Until next time, be you, be free, be fabulous. Bye.
Bye.